Hi, Patrick here. Have Cheetah Will View, and we are back with another BayView Entertainment film to talk about. Now, this one's going to be a lot of fun because for the first time since I've been working with BayView, they also worked with a pair of companies that many of us in the community here know and love, some others than most. Uh, and of course, we are now talking about 2022's Skinamarink in this house. Skinamarink is a 2022 film that was made by Kyle Edward Ball. He wrote it and directed it, and it stars Lucas Paul as Kevin, Dolly Rose Terrero as Kaylee, Ross Paul as Kevin and Kylie's dad, and then Jamie Hill as the mother. So, Skinamarink. First of all, what is a Skinamarink? A Skinamarink is actually a made up word. It debuted on a Broadway play and it just took on a life of its own. And now Skinamarink is just said for the phrase. It doesn't mean anything. It's not a creature. It's not an urban legend. It's just Skinamarink. In fact, there's even a cute little song out there on YouTube that I saw just yesterday. People singing the Skinamarink song. So, Skinamarink it is a supernatural horror film. It runs for an hour and 40 minutes. Um, and let's talk about it. All right. So obviously we got to get this right out of the way. We'll tell you the plot. The plot is thus: two young children, Kevin and Kylie. They are in a house and their parents disappear, and the windows on the doors disappear in the house as well, leaving basically two kids. One Kevin is 5 and Kaylee's 4, and they are wandering around. They're wondering about what's going on. Now, this movie is very abstract. I mean, it's you get what you get. You get what you put into it. If you put a lot of energy into it, it's going to come back to you. If you hate this movie, you'll never like it. You'll never like it. I mean, you'll those I've talked to people who watched it, were confused by it, then came back to it and either didn't like it or did not. Um, I know a lot of the reviews said that they didn't understand this movie, and I think that's exactly what Ball wanted to do. He wanted to basically leave it up to your hands, leave it up to you what you think, even though there is a definite ending. That's the thing about Skinamarink. I've heard more than anything else is like, what happened? What's going on? It's right there in the movie. Um, so basically, the movie is a bunch of it's shot in a small house, and it's shot over it's over a period of well at least 572 days. But what we see is maybe 1 or 2 nights, maybe 4 days. You're not sure if you're watching a dream. This is a dream. If it is, whose dream is it? Is it Kylie's? Is it Kevin's? Is it the mom, the dad? It really could be anybody's dream. Is it a group dream? Or is it night terrors? You got to watch to find out. You got to watch it. There's a lot of symbolism there, a lot of cool effects. Um, it's a weird experimental film. The last film I have watched that, of course, and I heard this already, so this is nothing new. But the one film that I immediately thought of when watching Skinamarink is obviously, and Kyle Edward Ball mentioned this as well, but it's very much something that you expect to see from David Lynch. It's weird, it's different, it's dark, um, and you're not sure what you're watching. Is everything a symbolism? Is everything is it it's abstract? Is it symbolic? Is it is this is this all in someone's head? Is it in the writer's head? Is it in Kevin? Is it in Ball's head? I But there is an ending to the movie. There is an ending, and you just have to stay with it. Now, what's really unusual, and this is probably what drives people nuts about this movie, it is an hour and 40 minutes long, and I gotta tell you, yes, he could have easily he could have made a good short film out of this. I'm glad he didn't, but at the same time, I wish he would have made it a little bit shorter. I think 90 minutes. I wish 90 minutes would have been the runtime, and I just wish he would have put in a sliver more backstory, just a sliver, not much, because it really probably would have ruined the movie. But I wish he had. Out of the hour and 40 minutes of Skinamarink, we only see 10 minutes and 15 seconds, according to the commentary. You only see 10 minutes and 15 seconds of people in the movie. So you're watching for an hour and a half to symbols and scenes. But there is the ending. And if you watch it all the way through, you'll be rewarded with that. Is Skinamarink good? Am I liking this movie? I'm liking it. I like Skinamarink. I like what he did. Am I in love with it? No, because this movie's not designed to be love. This is not a movie you're gonna love. You're gonna like it. You're gonna respect it. You're gonna be you'll be showing it with your friends, saying you gotta check this out. But as far as sitting there saying, yeah, this is my favorite movie of all time, no, you won't. And even I, as an IFC fanatic, Midnight fanatic, I'm reviewing this movie now because I could not take this movie to the IFC show that we do, because we have 4 different nights and we watch it 4 different ways, and you just couldn't come up with a consensus. It's too out there. I mean, you and I could watch the same thing together side by side, and we're going to see things differently. That makes for a crazy type of discussion, I guess. But I guess if there had been just a little bit more of a story there, it might have been worth talking about. But as it is, I recommend it as an experimental film to watch. Keep an eye on Kyle Edward Ball. He definitely is going places. Definitely like to see what he's going to be doing next. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Will he come up with a mainstream film? I hope so. I know some people might come up to me and mention, well, isn't a ghost story a lot like this too, and you hated that? Yeah. Ghost story is, there. I will agree with people who mention that. Maybe Ball is a little bit guilty of self-indulgence here, but it wasn't nearly as bad as a ghost story for me. He has a story to tell here. I mean, this is for us to figure it out. It's a mystery. He's like, here's my mystery to you. Have fun with it. I mean, it's not just like I'm making this movie for myself, and if you guys don't want to, if you don't, I don't care who's watching it. I don't care what anybody else thinks. But I want your money. I want your money, but I don't care I don't care about anything else that you guys think. That's a ghost story, and that is not the case with Skinamarink. There's a defined story, not much of it, but there is one there. When I say that I would like to see a little bit more of a story, I would have liked to see just a little bit more backstory of the house, of the parents, of the kids, and whatnot. It's so hard to talk about this movie without giving it away, because there is a one shining bright moment, and the story, but you have to get there to see it. All right. Wow. So Skinamarink, you can get this. This came out. This is a triple production. This came out for BayView Entertainment. I want to thank Peter for giving me a copy of Skinamarink. This also was co-distributed by not only BayView but by IFC Midnight and Shudder. And here's a really sad commentary. I mean, it's good and it's sad. Skinamarink actually has set the record for IFC domestic box office. It made over $2 million at the domestic box office, and that's a record. Actually, IFC Midnight is a record, not IFC. I think IFC. I think that is My Big Fat Greek Wedding. But as far as domestic IFC Midnight, this movie has made the most money. That's sort of depressing to me when I heard that, because while I like Skinamarink, there's a lot more IFC Midnight films I love a lot more, and I'm bummed out that they didn't do the box office as Skinamarink did. But word of mouth put this in the theaters, and an excellent trailer. The trailer is excellent. The trailer is one of the best. It's one of the best trailers I've seen in a very long time. And when I saw that, I was like, "Wow, this is going to be so. This is going to be actually so good." And it is good, but like I said, you're going to like it, but you're not going to love it. All right, so that is it. If you're watching this, you'll now know that I am doing a 31 Days of October. That's right. I'm storing them away as I shoot this. It is now in August. It's August 18th, but I'm recording this for my 31 Days in Halloween. I'm going to try it again. I did it once a few years ago, and I made it to 18 out of the 31 days. So I'm going to try it again. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Love to hear what your thoughts about Skinamarink is. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you think of it? Love to know your thoughts on it. I thought it was interesting. I would recommend it. I would recommend it for at least a one watching. And of course, me being a completist, I had to have it. All right. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. Peace.